Islam Makhachev was the worst case scenario to begin with. Stylistically, he's a nightmare for Alexander Volkanovski. And then, as dominant as he looked against Charles Oliveira, I just don't see a path to victory for Alexander Volkanovski. He's not big for 145 pounds, taking on a guy who's a giant at 155. Islam is, of course, grappling-centric, relies on his wrestling. The only real wrestler that Volkanovski's beaten was Chad Mendes in his last MMA fight, so an over-the-hill Chad Mendes, who was never big for 145, in his last MMA fight. So that was the only time he's really taken on what I would call a dedicated wrestler who will go after the takedown over and over and over again. And so he's smaller, doesn't have the wrestling credentials. Islam doesn't take a lot of punches. Very, very defensively sound. And Alexander Volkanovski, not a one-shot knockout guy at 145. So even if he finds his chin and lands a big shot, the idea that that one big shot takes out Islam is extremely unlikely. It's an uphill battle. It wouldn't surprise me if preliminary odds are 5-1 in favor of Islam Makhachev.